karaka is a small to medium-sized evergreen tree. In the wild, it ranges from the far north down to the Banks Peninsula, but is mainly found in coastal forests, as it is relatively frost intolerant. The attractive orange fruits are poisonous. However, the situation is not straightforward because the freshly outer part of the fruit can be eaten raw, but the kernel containing the seed has to be detoxified before it can be eaten. Under the orange skin of the fruit is an edible pulp. The danger lurks in the kernel or stone of the fruit, which contains the toxic alkaloid karakin. The pulpy fleshy can be eaten, and my research suggests that many people harvest the berries and enjoy them very much. I found some links that suggest using the flesh to make an alcoholic beverage. But do be wary of karaka. If you have dogs, the kernels are highly toxic to dogs, who often like the flesh of the fruit, but digest the kernels as well, and can lead to death. How do you plant karaka? Don't dry the seed, but clean as much of the flesh off as you can, which is mimicking what happens when the berry is eaten by the native wood pigeon, or kereru. Sow the clean seeds straight away in a free draining mix, burying them about 2 centimeters deep. What is the karaka used for? The primary use of karaka was for food back in the old days. The raw flesh of the berry is edible, though it was the kernel that was most highly prized. The preparation of the kernel is a long process, stored for use over winter or ground up into a type of flour for bread. The leaves were used in medicine and were applied to wounds. What bird eats the karaka berries? The kereru is the only bird in the bush that can swallow a large berry of the karaka, tawa, or taraire. The kereru eats the berries. The seeds in the berries are not digested and fall to the ground in a new part of the forest and the bird droppings. Kereru live naturally in native forests. They can now also be found in urban gardens and parks. Kereru are known for an awesome flight display during breeding time. They can breed throughout the entire year, but the peak seems to be between October and January. During breeding, a bird will fly up very high and then stall and drop down like a rock in a swooping pattern. They play a very important role in the survival of many New Zealand native trees. Due to the extinction of other large birds, they are now the only native bird that is able to eat the large fruit of many native trees. Seven facts about kereru. Kereru live for 5 to 6 years. One of the largest pigeons in the world. They weigh about 650 grams and are about 50 centimeters long. The feathers on the back and head are green but can look purple in the sunlight. They have white feathers on their chest. Kereru lay one egg in a nest of twigs, usually high in a tree. The noisy beat of its wings is a distinctive sound in our forest. So I have decided to do the lizard as my ngangara, and right here is the lizard's whakapapa. As you can see, tuatara and lizards descend from Tangaroa, the god of the sea. Lizards are shown to descend from Punga. They were believed to be repulsive. Punga's son, Tu Te Wana Wana, also called Tu Te Wehe Wehe, had the following offspring: the Kawe Kawe Au, Tuatara, Moko Papa, Pacific Ghetto, and Moko Moko. The term ngarara could mean tuatara, lizards, or reptiles. What do lizards eat? Lizards' diets mostly depend on what is available in their natural environment, their habitat. Domesticated lizards mostly feed on things like plants and leaves, insects, worms, and fruits of the karaka berries. They absolutely love those, and is one of their main food sources. Orangi ko papa ka puta ko rongo ko tānei mahuta ko Tangaroa ko tūmātau e ngā puhaunia tiki tāpiri mātia tukona te arangi ki i runga. Ko papatua nuku ki i raro ki te whai au, ki te ao mārama. E rongo wakaria ki i runga tuturu waka maua kia tīna. Tīna, hui e, tai ki e.